Hello there, IELTS 7 students. Welcome to your next lesson, which is, as you can see, Tongue Twisters Part 2, Advanced Tongue Twisters. So I'm sure we're going to get all mixed up, but it's great practice for your IELTS speaking pronunciation and, of course, English pronunciation too. So a student contacted me. Thank you for the messages. I try and pretty much every day get on and check all the Q&As, check your messages and get back to you with questions. Love hearing from you. So please do drop me a message if there's anything you need. As I always say, get in the Q&A section. But also for lesson requests, I do try and update and add lessons that you ask for. So asking for more tongue twisters. And here we are. So I've done some research and I found a few more tongue twisters, slightly advanced, a bit more difficult on a range of sounds. So practicing different sounds. So without further ado, but before we do that, disclaimer, if I do get twisted, if my tongue gets twisted, I apologize. Bear with me. It's all good practice. Remember to say each of the tongue twisters slowly, clearly. Keep practicing and just keep practicing them. Concentrate on accuracy and clear pronunciation. So let's move on to our first tongue twister, which focuses on V and L. Now, the V and L sounds for many different non-native English speakers, V and L is really tricky. So this is a great one to practice. And you can see an elephant. Okay, so 77 benevolent elephants. I'm trying to say this in rather formal English because I'm concentrating on clarity. The difference between my normal pronunciation would be 77 benevolent elephants. But when I say tongue twisters, I try to really say quite clearly and quite formally. 77 benevolent elephants. Quickly, benevolent, it's a really good piece of vocabulary. It basically means to do good, but also having self-belief and self-confidence in doing good. You can be a benevolent person, someone that does good. 77 benevolent elephants. Okay, so you can listen back to my pronunciation, repeat after me, practice saying this, and really good for the V sound especially. Number 2. Here we have L and R. So another focus on the L sounds, but also R too. And we can see a warrior. Now, this is a tricky one. A loyal warrior will rarely worry why we rule. There's actually a real focus on W here as well. So it's L, W, and R. Let's try and say this one again. A loyal warrior will rarely worry why we rule. It's almost tiring for the mouth to say that. I'll say it one more time. Listen carefully. You can obviously play the video back and you practice this one too. I think this is a really good one for 3 sounds, L, R, and W. A loyal warrior will rarely worry why we rule. Okay, on to number 3. Another W, but also the sh sound. And this is quite a tricky one. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I have to say that a little bit slower so that my mouth doesn't get mixed up, my tongue gets twisted. I don't know what an Irish wristwatch is, but we can just probably think of it as a normal wristwatch. I'll say this one more time. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. Said that a little bit faster there. Have a go at that one. That's another interesting tongue twister for pronunciation. Next one is the thr and th sound. 3,000 spears were thrown at the stone. 3,000 spears were thrown at the stone. I like the rhythm in that tongue twister. Have a go at it. And the last advanced tongue twister we have, probably not quite as hard as maybe number 1, 2 or 3, but still an interesting sound to practice. That's gr. And you can see here we have gr, we have grapes as the illustration. Green grape cakes grow gracefully in Greece. And one more time. Green grape cakes grow gracefully in Greece. Okay, so this is obviously focusing on the gr sound. Some more advanced tongue twisters for you there. If you do practice all of them through both set 1 and set 2 and you really work on them, it's definitely going to help with your pronunciation for sure. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and as I said at the start of the lesson, drop me a message, whether it's just to say hello, whether it's a lesson request or something else. Do contact me. I do check all your messages pretty much every day, but I try and get back to everyone at least within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so see you in the next lesson.